Good morning, everyone. Today is Saturday, April 9th, and this is our Poolside discussion 13. Now, it's quite obvious that I'm not at the pool. It is pouring down out there, and I didn't even want to stand up under the little covered area because the wind is blowing a little, and I didn't want to get wet right now. Today, we are going to talk about strategic alliances. I learned about strategic alliances in the business world back in 2016, and you see that a lot where different creators are getting together, they're having joint meetings, they're having joint panels, and it's almost like you have a one-stop shop when you go to a strip mall and you have several different stores in there. But the way I'm talking about strategic alliances today is concerning our preparation to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves in these times where we are having shortages and supply chain issues and things like that. When I watched that series that I talked about a few days ago called Endgame, one of the things I noticed about most of the speakers that were featured in that series was that they had formed strategic alliances with people that were like-minded but had a different skill set or a different product or service. For example, someone may have had a farm that had chickens and another person may have had a farm that had cows, and they formed an alliance, a pact, so to speak, so that when things get hard, they know where to go and they're going to get together and barter and trade their chickens and cows and whatever else they had. Now, one of the major things that I have a problem with us in the United States and in my community specifically, we have this problem called crabs in a bucket. And if you've never heard of that, what I'm talking about is people wanting to be at the top. And as crabs crawl out of a bucket, the other crabs pull them back down. And that should not be. I see it all the time, unfortunately, where someone doesn't want you to know some information because if you know that information, you would become on the level, you would be put on the level where they are, or you would advance past them. So they would rather you stay down and then they stay at the top and look good. That's really crazy. It's demonic, really. So what we need to start doing is, first of all, finding people that have like minds, people that think the same way we think. Everybody doesn't think along the lines of making sure that we're prepared for whatever they're gonna try to throw at us. But for the ones that do, seek them out first and then see how you all can help each other. One of them may live 30 miles from you. Maybe somebody lives 5 miles from you. But sit down and figure out plans. These people have meetings and they have a plan that will make sure that when a certain occurrence happens, then they're going to get into action and everybody knows what they're contributing. Everybody knows what they're going to do. And this is including families. First of all, I should have said, start out with your own family making a plan. You know, where is your family? Who's going to pick up the children if something happens? Who's going to be the base home if something happens? Then secondly, reach out to friends and neighbors that are like-minded so that you all can help each other, because we're not going to survive not helping each other. You're not going to be able to survive this on your own. So think about who you need to get with and start getting with them now, because as you look at the news, you see things happening that are not good. And as you know, after the spring of 2020, things will never be like they were before. So it's not going to go away if you ignore it. It's just going to be worse for you. So don't ignore it. Start forming strategic alliances with people. And they may not necessarily be in your state, but figure it out. Start having meetings. Start having strategy meetings. What do they call it? Mastermind meetings concerning how to better prepare yourself and make sure that you can sustain yourself and your family when the wheels fall off. So I am going to sign off for today and start getting my things together to go back to San Jose. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great Saturday.